What up, guys? It's Rook here, drummer from Machine Gun Kelly, and you're listening to Sellouts, the podcast for MGK fans, by MGK fans, presented by Pink Fucks. Let's go!
I'm a bad brain Bruce Wayne in the fast lane. Welcome to another episode of Sellouts, the podcast for MGK fans, by MGK fans, presented by Pink Fucks. I'm your host, Mike Kyle, and today I am joined by Tripp Russick. Tripp, welcome to the show, my brother.
Thanks, man. I'm very excited to be here, man.
Tripp, like Jules in our last episode, has been hitting me up for months trying to get on, and immediately I'm so glad he submitted his application once we opened it up to more people. Again, if you want to be on the show, link for the application will be down below in the description, so check that out. But Tripp, my man, welcome to Sellouts.
I'm excited to be here, man. Big fan.
Cool. All right, let's just dive right into this. How did you become a fan of MGK?
Well, I've always kept my eye on him and knew a few songs, but then the beef with Eminem, because I'm from Michigan, I'm a huge Eminem fan, and I heard Rap Devil and I was like, "Fuck! Did he just take down my idol?"
He got him.
He got him. And I don't understand all the internet hate because he won that rap battle. I love M, but Kels just brought that heat, you know.
And
So then go ahead.
no, I was just gonna say, your opening message to me a few months ago was that I'm from Michigan, I grew up an Eminem fan, and then after the beef, I don't want to say I switched sides, but I kind of switched sides.
Yeah, it's kind of crazy because the beat, like I said, I knew a few songs, wasn't a casual fan. And then I heard right after that, I heard Binge, wasn't a fan.
Mm-hmm.
Then I heard Hotel Diablo, and he fucking got me.
Mm-hmm.
That's my favorite MGK album. It's it hits right here.
Mm-hmm.
And yeah, and then ever since then, I've been going to his discography, and now he's my number one artist every year on Spotify.
Yeah, so right, you're in Michigan, so we can have some fun with this episode a little bit, dude. I would assume that your friends are all Eminem stans, which there's, for the record, nothing really wrong with. It doesn't bother me one way or the other.
I wouldn't say Eminem stans, but
Okay.
They're definitely not Machine Gun Kelly fans.
Right, okay, better said. So, for you to make that switch, do you get a lot of shit from your friends, or what's their kind of how does that work for you?
Well, just a funny ass story. I was wearing a MGK shirt when we were driving down to Florida for spring break. And I had to listen to what's Eminem song?
Kill Shot?
They played Kill Shot relentlessly on that far drive and taunting me and making fun of me, you know. He gets that troll and I just don't understand why.
Yeah, for sure. So I think it's interesting, and this is a great this podcast is gonna be phenomenal. Just kind of going through this. So one, I think Rap Devil is better, in my opinion, than Kill Shot because
absolutely.
Because Rap Devil is a legitimate song.
Yeah.
However, Kill Shot's got some fucking bars, man.
Yeah, but just his arguments didn't make sense. The man bun, I just don't get it. It's not that,
Yeah.
It's one hairstyle that he had, and that's what everybody made the big deal about.
Yeah, for sure. There's definitely there's corny lines on both sides, right? I mean, Rap Devil starts off with a corny ass line too, and it's cool.
Oh, absolutely.
I think it's just it's great. I love it. The reason I love it is because legitimately we got two solid songs out of it.
Absolutely.
Kill Shot, love it or hate it, regardless of your opinion. You hate it because it's good.
Yeah, they're both on my playlist, that's for sure.
Mm-hmm.
Even though it's about MGK, it's still on my playlist, and I still bump it.
And Rap Devil still to this day goes fucking bananas.
Oh, absolutely,
I love your perspective. You're in a very unique spot that I feel like not a lot of people are in. So let's just kind of keep going here a little bit. So you didn't like Binge, but you like Hotel Diablo. Which I think it's perfect. In my own opinion, that is the exact same experience that I had. I think what happened, and this is just my own speculation, Binge was put out, if I had to remember correctly, a month and a half, 2 months after the Eminem beef, if that. And
So he just kind of like rushed it.
To me, it's rushed. To
Yeah.
me, it's
Because
rushed.
what made me mad about Binge is that I never considered MGK as like a mumble rapper until Binge.
Really?
You know what I mean? So he like proved the point that M was making with Binge, in my opinion, at least.
Interesting. I've not heard that take before. Yeah. Huh. I just think there was an opportunity, right? Because obviously beef with M, there is a spotlight put on you. And especially with the way that beef blew up. There is a spotlight put, and it's like, bro, you have a golden opportunity here to just shut this shit down.
And he did it.
And he didn't do it. And it's not the first time that's happened. I feel like I had a conversation with a buddy of mine a few years ago, and it was like, I'm so scared. It was actually after once Bloody Valentine released and Bloody Valentine went crazy. I was like, I pray to God that Tickets doesn't do what Binge did. It's like don't fumble this. And
I had that feeling when before mainstream sellout came out. I was nervous for that because Tickets is such a banger. It's just I thought it's hard to follow up with it, but he absolutely did. And both albums are awesome.
For sure. So, but overall though, Hotel Diablo, that's the thing that got you in.
Yeah.
What about it?
It just like the stuff I was going through with my personal stuff. It just the perfect time. It was everything I was going through. As everybody, I thought he was speaking to me. Like that's just a soundtrack of that year that I was having. So just all that emotional stuff that I was feeling, just to hear somebody else say it in my ears to me, it was just great to have.
Yeah. And what are some of your favorite tracks off that album?
Oh man, El Diablo for sure, and then Glass House, just Naomi. If the chorus really gets it, yeah, man. Shoot, I think I'm okay, which started the whole pop punk thing. I thought that was an absolute banger. Like first time I heard it. 413. There's just the whole album.
This whole album. He's just going down the track list at this point.
I know. I'm trying to think of songs, and every song is just so great.
Yeah, there's not a lot of misses on that album. I think off the top of my head, maybe like one or two, if that. But at that point, you're kind of grasping for straws. So, yeah.
Just in my opinion, it's just Chuck Norris is the only miss, or the only one I don't have downloaded.
So I guess right. You came in at Hotel Diablo. It's your favorite MGK album. We just went through this phase with Ticket to Mainstream Sellout. How excited are you for this next upcoming rap album?
I'm very nervous.
Why is that? Why are you nervous?
Because, everybody's making fun of him for switching genres.
Yeah.
And now he's going back to rap, and I feel like he's just got to bring it. And even if he does bring it, I feel like everybody's going to clown him for no reason. So I'm nervous, and I'm loving the rock stuff. Like I used to love rock music, and he just brought all of that stuff back to me. Like all my Spotify Wrapped was like Sum 41, all those pop punk bands from the early 2000s because of MGK.
Yeah, and so that's interesting, right? How does that feel for you? Like going into like this, or I guess right, if you were a pop punk fan before. And now here we are, 20-something years later, kind of bringing it all back. Like, how cool is that for you?
I was so happy. It's awesome, dude. I feel like you said this a while ago. You said music got really boring. And then MGK, like, brought your enthusiasm back for music. I feel the same exact way. Because I feel like all rap music sounds the same. It's all, like, basic,
Yeah, that's what it was, man. That's what it was.
And then
I was just going to say, like, I went right, so Drake is my number 2. And even, like, if you go back to, like, Drake has 1-ish albums that don't sound like the rest. Views is the only one that sounds completely different from everything else. And that's why Views is my favorite. And it was because he, like, took, like, that next step kind of as an artist. But, so when you're listening to everything else, it all just blended in. I'm like, this is boring, repetitive, and not fun anymore.
Absolutely. And then Machine Gun Kelly brought that guitar back, and you see you saw Avril drop a pop punk album again,
Mm-hmm.
and you're seeing all these artists that are just bringing guitar music back, and I'm so for it. I'm so happy that it's here.
Mm-hmm.
And no matter what they want to say about Machine Gun Kelly, he did that. He
He
brought the
did.
guitar back into music.
Mm-hmm. For sure. What are some of your favorite things about MGK, just kind of as a whole? Like, what's the things
Oh,
that just like draw you to him?
well, first it's his music.
Mm-hmm.
Second is like his attitude, I would say, because I
Yeah.
feel like I got that, fuck you, but like me attitude.
That's
um,
amazing. Fuck you, comma, comma, comma. But wait, it's still like me.
yeah, like I know I'm an asshole, but you should still like me
That's
because
very funny.
yeah. I think his style is sweet. I love Pink.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, you do too. I think it's really cool that he brought like Pink back and he's making it cool and not like, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And just bringing back the guitar, I think is amazing. And then I went to my first MGK concert, and it was unlike anything I've ever seen before. It was so cool.
What show did you go to?
I went to the mainstream sellout tour in Detroit.
Okay.
Yeah,
Actually, that's cool because you were the only place where the helicopter got stuck.
yeah.
So
I thought he was gonna.
I was gonna say, as that helicopter's dangling, what's going through your mind?
Oh, I thought he was gonna fall. The show was gonna get canceled. I was sad for a minute, but he was still singing and still going. It was
Mm-hmm.
crazy.
Yeah. What were like some highlights through that show, or like what were the things that really stuck out to you being your first MGK concert?
Oh man, just the energy. It was crazy. Everybody knew like all ages from 5 to 70, which I thought was crazy.
Mm-hmm.
And then just the energy. Everybody knew every lyric. Nobody was on their phones. It was great. And then like the production that he put into it was just insane with like the videos and stuff. I'm like artists aren't doing that anymore.
Mm-hmm. Is that your favorite concert that you've ever been to? Or like where does
Oh
that
yeah,
rank?
that's definitely top. Yeah, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's definitely one because I just saw Mod Sun in Detroit,
Okay.
and I think Mod Sun was like I'm not a huge Mod Sun fan,
Yeah.
but that concert was so great. That's probably like two right next to MGK. So
Really?
those are my top two. Yeah,
Yeah, that's cool. That's
there was
cool, man.
people actually mosh pitting at the concert,
Mm-hmm.
and that was just great to see
Yeah,
because you don't see it in like stadiums and stuff when everybody's got a seat.
right, bringing that back.
Yeah.
What for you like, and in Detroit, and whatever, being in that arena, right? Because what's Detroit's arena? That's
Little
Little Caesar's
Caesars.
Palace,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
I got
yeah.
that. I got
It's
that
where the
NBA knowledge
Pistons.
in me, man. That's that Detroit Pistons action right there, right? So being like in that arena with 15,000 like just MGK fans, did you like feel something during that?
Oh yeah, man. Like I've never felt like people are like I like everybody was my friend. Like I've
Mm-hmm.
never felt that at a concert before. But I had a couple of beers. Other people are drinking. We're cheersing. We're singing lyrics at each other,
Mm-hmm.
and then we just had like everybody was just involved with each other and having a great time.
Yeah, cool, man. That's awesome. I'm so glad that your first like concert experience like left that impression on you. So hopefully
Yeah,
many more in the future, right?
cause I was supposed to go to tickets, but I wasn't able to go for some reasons,
Mm-hmm.
and that just broke my heart. I was so excited for that concert too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, dude, for sure. I want to talk about like the style and the pink and all of this, right? All
Yeah.
the stuff that we're currently doing. Like, what is it to you about like the stage presence? Because that really is like what this comes down to. If you really like break everything down, like
Yeah,
what is it
it's
to
just
you
having
that stands
it,
out?
it's having real instruments out there like for everybody to see. Because I've
Mm-hmm.
been to like other rap concerts and they're just doing like the ad libs to songs, and I
Mm-hmm.
feel like I'm just listening to music with that artist. With MGK, he's performing. There's instruments. I go back and I watch his old like rap concerts, and they
Mm-hmm.
like having the drums and everything in there while he's rap. I think it's just awesome. It's real music. I fucking love it.
Tripp, I'm so glad you just brought that up because one of the things that I like have gone through, or like clips that I've seen circulating online, whether it's mainly like, if you think just like basic, like, I say basic rap, but I mean like Drake, 21, Cole a little bit,
Yeah.
like Lil Baby, like that genre of rap. Migos is another probably good example of this. Their concerts are that. It's you are listening to their music with them. And I've noticed this in clip over clip over clip, where it's like they're not doing anything. Like their song is playing, they are singing or rapping 10 to 20% of the entire song, and other than that, they're just bouncing on stage with 25,000 of their fans. But it's not the same thing.
Like Drake just announced his concert, and all my friends are excited to go, and I'm just not, because I know exactly what it's gonna be like, and it's expensive to go to a show, you know.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to just listen to music with them. I want to see them perform. I want to hear it live.
Yeah, I'm so glad you brought that up, because that's something that I've thought about for a bit, where I'm like, damn, like definitely.
Because in the Detroit show, he played I Think I'm Okay like 3 times, because he kept like, he messed up like little parts, and he'd be like, fuck it, guys, we're just gonna run it back again. And that's like great to see, you know, just like mistake. I like seeing the mistakes, if that makes sense.
I've done this before, where I'll set like an over under on how many mistakes Kels will have during a show, where it's like over under 1.5, and it is cool because like there's a human like aspect to it, where he's like, oh fuck, I just fucked that up. Wait, run that back, and then they'll start over. So
because we all fuck up, but we don't do it in front of 25,000 people or whatever.
Yeah, and he's
not embarrassed. Yeah.
So that's cool. I love all the stuff that you're really bringing up right now, dude. Let's keep going here just a little bit, shall we? We'll go with one kind of wrap-up question, and then obviously you know how we do this. We close out every show 5 rapid-fire MGK questions, and we'll end with that. Does that sound good?
Yeah, man. It's your show.
Cool. Let's do it, man. So last kind of big question here is like, being just in this space now for about 4 years for you, right? What does MGK like represent in your eyes?
Oh man, and like to me or to everybody?
To you, just to you.
He just like, I don't know, like he's just there, you know what I mean? Like he's going through the same, or he went through the same shit I'm going through as a dumb 20 whatever year old kid, making the mistakes, drinking too much, you know, I'm dealing with the consequences of whatever, and just getting through it, you know. And like if I'm in a bad spot, there's certain songs that I turn to, and they just fucking brighten up my day every time, no matter how many times I've heard them, or so he's just that, like he's that voice in my head that I need, you know.
Perfectly well said, Tripp. Awesome. Let's wrap it up, dude. You ready?
Yeah.
Let's go. 5 questions. Let's go. Number 1. Let's go. Tickets to my downfall or mainstream sellout?
Oh, tickets.
All right. Let's go. Question number 2. If you could see him perform anywhere in the world, where would you want to see him perform at?
Oh, gotta be Cleveland, man. I gotta see him in his home spot. I feel like he puts on the best show there.
We'll get you there and we'll link up.
Thanks, man.
Cool. Let's go with our 3rd question, and that is going to be, if you can only have one song off of Hotel Diablo, and that's it, what song are you picking?
Oh man, I don't know. I'm trying to go through their album real quick. I think it's El Diablo. Yeah, I think that's gotta be because that's my attitude in life a lot of times. So like I throw that on and I just
And fuck it, let's go.
Yeah, for real.
Was there a song in Detroit that previously you didn't like, but then you heard it live and you're like, oh shit, this fucks?
No, honestly, I don't think he has very few skips, and especially like the pop punk songs, I love all of them. So no.
Cool. And then let's go. Last question here. If you could see him collab with any other artist, who would you want to see him collab with?
Oh, I actually have 2 for this one.
Go for it.
So I'm kind of like a country music fan, and I don't know if you know Hardy. he makes like country metal, and he's also like he's acknowledged MGK as like bringing back guitar. So like in the back of my head, I'm really hoping for it. And then Cole Wetzel, he does like country pop punk type music. So I think those two would just be like perfect, and it would like expand his genres even more. So I think those would just be like two awesome collabs.
Expand his genre and piss off more people in the process.
Exactly. Cool. That's why, yeah.
All right. Ladies and gentlemen, the one, the only, Tripp Russick. Tripp, thanks for being on the pod, man. Thank you for
having me, man. Oh, so happy to be here.
Yeah, dude, this was awesome. I'm glad we're finally able to connect in this way. And listen, everybody, thank you so much for listening, watching, whether it's on YouTube, podcasts, or really anywhere else. Be sure to like, subscribe so you don't miss another episode. And of course, use promo code SELLOUTS at checkout, pinkfucks.com to receive 10% off of your purchase. We got some new drops coming in the near future. Thanks so much for listening, and we'll see you in the next episode.